we going outside? Is that what you want? All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Jackie Boo. Hang on, crazy. There we go. If we're going, we should go. What do you think? All right. There we go. Come, Jack. Let's go. Great to the outdoors. Big, scary, misty outdoors. Let me go check. I gotta go check for the big bad wolf. Back up. Sit down. Good. Stay down, 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 all the way. That's good. Right there. Stay. Hi, Basil. Good morning. It's very foggy this morning. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, and a little chilly. How are you, Bess? Oh, that was Jack peeing. That was a bug. Where in the world are you, Basil? Just heard an owl. Oh, goodness. Come on, Jack. I know. Come on. Let's go. Hi, Daniel Brown. It's been a long time. Good to see you. Put you guys up. Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go inside. You done? Come on. Summer fog. I don't know. It was warm and it rained and it's in the middle of cooling off right now. A lot of time it comes in off the river. All right, buddy, you come in when you're ready, okay? We got things to do, people to see. Okay. Sneaky boy. Come on in and shut the door. Good boy. You good boy. All right. It's like, I'll come in. I'm just not going to let you make me come in. Huh. Is that it? Let's go. It's cold in here. Good job, Jack. Mm-hmm. Now what? Hmm? Are you going to eat? What? Yes, you have food. Mm-hmm. You know where it's at. Oh, so cute. Such a good boy, Jackie. Here you go. Kitty ball. All right, let's see what I'm doing here. No, I'll accept it. Daniel is good in New Zealand. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Daniel. Woof woof dog, cute. You're so cute, Daniel. Basil says, I'm doing good, Kat. I am home for the next week or so. I'm doing my annual simulator examination. Well, I'm glad you're home. I'm glad you're home for your dog. I think about how much our dogs love us, and it makes me sad when they have to be away from us. Hi, Lois. Good morning, Paul. Aw, it is like the family's all here right now. It's kind of very nice. We are waiting for Jack to decide. Are you going to eat? Eat? What do you think? Well, I'll let you think about it, and I will come over here and do my laundry. You're a little tired, but well. What have you been up to? Are you just tired just for the sake of being tired, or have you been doing stuff that's tired you out? Do you want on the bed? Go ahead. You can get on the bed. Dude, if you're ready, go ahead. Whatever you want, buddy. Oh, wait a minute. I love you. I love Papa. Good morning. Oh, are you being snotty McNaughty? Are you? I love you. Okay. Is that good? Huh? No. I love you. I love you very much. All right, if you get up here, I'll pet you some more. You want to try up there? Let me up off the ground. Oh my goodness. All right, we need glasses. Do you think her glasses are where they should be? I'm not sure. There we go. Let's see. You haven't been sleeping well. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I thought for sure you'd go eat. Changed your mind, huh? Okay. All right. All right, it would be more helpful if I could put this on the tripod for a little while. What do you think? What do we want to? I'm just not sure if he's going to stay this morning. There we go. Thanks, Jack. That is more helpful. All right. It looks like he rubbed the top of his nose. He's got some dew on it. And it looks darker here. I don't know. That one day in the cage, though, he did scratch his nose up. I thought it had healed. Huh. I think it's just the way the light's playing on it. Oh, we're glad to see you, though, Lois. There we go. Deborah has poo. Oh, yeah. Oh, I set myself up for this, and you just point out the obvious. Thank you so much, Paul. That was great. I was like, it's so unlike Paul to say something like that. That was great. Oh my. Oh my. It was really good. The monkey on her back, yes. That was absolutely intentional. Well, let this be a message to you all. If she can't serve as a good example, let her serve as a horrible reminder of what addictions can do to you. Right, Jack? Bosses, I loved that you did. It was amazing. And I'm just disappointed I didn't see it before you did. Oh, what do you think, Jack? You haven't had one of these in a while. Where did I put them? Huh. In the kitchen? All right, you hang out here. I'll be right back. How about this? Hooah. Oh no. Oh no. My computer, it says that we are, what's the word? Spinning wheel. Why can I not think of the word? Not there. Okay. Does it say it's loading for you? Is that what it's saying, Lois, loading? Yeah, it was doing that for me too. But now it says it's better. Hopefully we'll catch up. Hi, Rosie. So, wow, it is a family reunion. Nice. Hi, Rosie. Basil's here today. What was that, Jack? Not your favorite? Is that what you're saying? Oh, there's Wasa. Is it Friday? Oh boy, appointment today. I really dislike appointments. Work today. I really dislike work. I'm kidding. I don't. I'm convincing myself I don't. You don't hate work. Why? So good to see sweet Rosie this morning. Wasa says, thank goodness I don't work, only hustle. Uh-huh. Thank goodness. Ah. Hey, Rich, how are you? Good to see you, Rich. Uh-huh. I did watch that video this morning, but I was really not awake enough to quite get it. Yeah. Wasa. Uh, Daniel Brown from New Zealand is here. Yes, Lois is here. Rosie is here. Basil is here. Yeah, whole morning. Wasa says, Basil, where? And hey, bud, yes. He's home for the week, but still working. Rich, I don't know if you've met Basil. He is our pilot friend. He flies for Virgin. Is that correct? So we like to play Where in the World is Basil when he's able to stop in. Daniel and I were moderating Cop Watch live stream. I think I've seen that. I know, Rich. Really cool. And then, okay, so I met Basil first, and then I met Vladimir, who, gosh, what country is Vladimir working out of? He's an airplane mechanic. Really, really cool. And sometimes we all get together at the same time and it's like the stars align and magic is in the air and you can hear the angels singing, ah. Well, they sing much better than that, but let's do that. Let's summon Vladimir. Carl Shell, good morning. Was it Nigeria or is it, I want to say Ethiopia, but do they have an airlines? I feel like that's wrong. But he's Russian and working over there, which is really interesting. Paul's cat knows a wide variety of, I've been blessed. Very, very lucky. Yeah, South Africa, yes, I just can't remember exactly where. Vladimir, Vladimir, Vladimir. Carl says, hi, Rich, my friend. How are you, Rich? How are you and Ivy? Right, Ethiopia sounds right. Like I said, I just didn't know they had an airlines. Paul, Paul says he's still shocked by Deborah's fall from grace. Hey, Wasa, we're talking about Big Deb's problem. Do you notice anything about Big Deb today? Paul picked it out right away. Besides the flashing boob. Rich says, doing good, Cat, thanks. Hope you're doing great. I'm back to work, so yes. And making new friends. I'm back to work and literally making new friends. Lois, I'm not telling. Thank you. Secrets. You know. That is not what I said. No. Yes. Yes. And as a result of the monkey on her back, do you want me to tell you? Her left ear is gone. Is that like Van Gogh? Was that who it was that did that? Was it his left ear or right ear? I need to know. It's heroin, isn't it? Carl says, I can't see anything. I know, but once I tell you, you won't be able to unsee it. Jack obviously doesn't care. It doesn't bother him. Nope. Carl says, I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. Oops. Yes. She's got poo all over her legs, is what Paul pointed out this morning. Now, did you see it, Carl? She's got poo all over her legs today. It was just funny. Hey, I guess your mom was okay the other day. Yes. Mm-hmm. All of the above. That's what I said, Lois. Jack doesn't care. He loves her anyways. Was I talking about the other day? True love. How much you put up with for somebody you love. Poo legs. I know. That was so clever of Paul to pick up on this morning. Hi, Stitchy. Good morning. How are you, honey? It's Friday, Stitch. Are you excited? Good stuff happens on Friday, doesn't it? I don't know. What's this, Stitch? Thank goodness. It was getting tense in here. We were about to do an intervention on Big Deb. It is really good to see you, Stitch. She says, I'm okay. I saw one of my friends that I haven't seen in 2 years yesterday. Was it good? Was it awkward? How was it? I know if I haven't seen a friend in 2 years, there's probably a reason why. But that's just an adult thing. Or maybe just a cat thing. All right, laundry. Hi, love. No, she is not an adult. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that on her. She didn't recognize you at first. Oh, she's at your house? Wait a minute, is she at your house now? Oh, Carl says she's sitting. I'm sorry, I got confused. Carl said she's sitting on the bed. Deborah, yes, with poo all over her legs. Carl, her blanket has Pooh Bear, so she has poo all over her legs. No, no, I'm not kidding. You went out to eat. Well, that's really cool. I'm glad you saw her. Her, I'm guessing. Stitch says, yeah. So I met Stitch when she was 11, going on 12. And she turned 13 this year. I've got this right, Stitch? Because you're so close to age to somebody else very dear to my heart. Only 3 more Fridays after today for summer. Wassa says poo poo legs. Poo is always funny when you're mentally 10 years old like I am. Listen, I make. Never mind. No way, Wassa. Wassa says his mantises are hatching and they're so cute. I didn't know you finally got them. Hello, Justine. Hey, Paul. Paul says, maybe I was immature for spotting that. You know what? I feel like, Justine, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. Wasa says, no, Paul, you are hilarious. Absolutely. I think, we were talking about turning the bed into a sailboat yesterday. I think you should embrace the fun kid in you. It is very cool, Wasa. Do you know who Justine is? We figured it out yesterday. Okay, Wasa. The world is wild. Carl says goodbye. Goodbye, Carl. Have a great Friday. I love you. And that's it. Have a great day. Paul says, Carl, don't let us snare you. Well, thank you for the cute dog. Lois says, don't leave, Carl. No, Stitch, leave it. Yes, but we know who Justine is. It's just an alt for somebody we know and love. You're so funny, Wasa. That's right. Give it all to Deb. She can take it. The world is a wild, wild place. What do you think, Jack? Mm-hmm. Carl left us before I could play his song this morning, but I'm ready to dance. And Carl's song is definitely a dance number. Yes. Dance party. 3 more Fridays after today. You said that earlier, honey. What does that mean? Summer? Hair slicked back like it just might win. One teen laughing, one teen mad. Sorry, turn down your volume. School, that's what I thought. Exciting. One microphone sitting center stage. Feedback is squealing like bottle rage. Carl says you don't love me. I'm listening to your song and dancing. I do love you. And a microphone. Such a good song, Carl. Paul says you're wrong, Carl. Thank you, Paul. Wasa says we all love you, Carl. The world would not be the same without you, for sure. Well, Stitch says my dad has 8 days left and mom has 9 days left. Wasa like that, Paul. And Lois wants to know, can't you feel the love, Carl? Of course he can. That's why he keeps coming back. Daniel Kitts, hello. I love you too. Good morning. Carl says the 2 Tinas aren't happy with you. Well, they should be. How ungrateful. This is the best song ever. Paul was throwing down some moves over there. Such a good song. Thank you, Carl. I do love you, Carl, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Yeah, anytime I need to be picked up today, I'm playing that song. What do you think, Jack? Yeah, Daniel Kits, how are you? Doing good here. Oh, yeah, laundry. I forgot what I was doing again. I'm almost ready for work. Almost. Hello, Nana. Hello, Papa. Lois says I met Daniel. Oh, that's what I read. I got you. I would say disengage. What I say the other day, ignore something long enough and it'll go away. They'll find that this is not the way to get attention. Carl says they're going to speak to Imro today about YouTube. You said that earlier yesterday, and I don't know who Imro is. Who is that, Carl? I'm telling you, Wasa. But you don't, because that's exactly what they're wanting. I guess she decided her being her was not enough, so she had to be more. Daniel says to Lois, I am doing good. Just reading and I fixed the pot pie in the air fryer, and my mom is good. I am amazed at all the stuff you put in the air fryer that I never considered, Daniel. Oops. Lois says, glad Mom is doing good. They got off well, it sounds like. What's this? I've never had air fryer food that I know of. Do you not have an air fryer? I mean, for making French fries and tater tots, it's the frigging best. Trying to think if I've ever gotten really. It really is good for anything that you would normally fry. Lois says, Cat, you can use an air fryer for so much. The thing is, I started eating a lot of beans and rice, and I don't think I can use an air fryer for beans or rice. Lawson says, you know what seems to have massively boosted my health the last week? Java? It's the only change I made. That must be it. I don't know what that is. Hi, Joshua. Good morning. It's good to see you. Hi, Falcon. Good morning. I think Basleo left us, but you know, he's home with his dog, so I totally accept it. Stitch says, Jack, your girlfriend is looking for you. Aw, Sasha. It would be fun for them to meet, wouldn't it? That'd be really fun. Daniel says, yes, it was yummy. You watch a YouTube video on how to cook a pot pie in the air fryer. Nice. What flavor pot pie is it, Daniel? Watson says, I didn't either, but I added it to my smoothies and it must have something in it. I was deficit in or something. Falcon says, dear Jack Cozy, he is. Are you cold, Jack? Chicken flavored, me too. I always do chicken. Stitch says, Sasha hears you talking and she is looking at my phone looking for you. Aw, Jack, look up and say hi to Sasha. Oh my goodness. Where are we at? Lois is asking Wasa, is that a supplement? I'm going to look it up. I'm all for feeling a whole bunch better. That sounds great. Falcon, just ignore that. It's a lot, I know. Totally ignore it. Daniel says, my friend Sam sent me a text. I have been wondering about him. Oh, good. Nice, Daniel. Our friend Stitch was saying she ran into a friend she hasn't seen in a long time, too. Nice. Watson says, Lois, yes, one of the tens of thousands worth of different ones around here. My mom ordered but never touched. Aw. Aw. Daniel's going to be back. Okay, Daniel. I think I'm done with this. Stop it right now. Bummer songs. I need a Carl song back. Here we go. That'll work. Watson says, Falcon, very good to see you. And Lois says, hello, Falcon. It's time to eat, Wassa. Speaking of food. Falcon said, what? Wassa blessed Giza? Huh. Time to eat for Wassa. All healthy food, I suppose. Paul says, get it, Wassa. Falcon, you are closer to the truth than you realize, my friend. So I said just ignore it. You can personally block her, and if it really bothers you. Stitch wants a popsicle. What flavor is your favorite, Stitch? Do you get those plastic wrapped ones, the long skinny ones, or do you get real popsicles on a stick? Melissa says, I still love eating and then falling asleep. I know it's bad for me, especially now that I began gaining weight for the first time ever. Um, Same. I love to eat before I go to bed. Banana flavor for Paul popsicles. And Stitch does not have a favorite. And yours are on a stick. Yes, you have the real ones, not the Save-A-Lot brand. I agree, Falcon. I agree, but sometimes people feel like they get more attention by trying to be somebody they're not. And you know, sometimes any attention's better than no attention. Unfortunately. Falcon says grapes freeze well, do they? Huh. So do bananas. Bananas are my favorite thing to freeze. I make banana smoothies all the time because they're cheap. Lois agrees, yes. Right, Waza? Well, then Cat will both be full, chunky, and comfortably sleepy. Yep. So do you think your weight gain, are you actually, is your diet reflecting that? Or is it just not making sense to you? I'm just wondering about your thyroid. Paul says, I'll take a banana smoothie, and I would gladly make you one. Carl says, no food. I'd make you a smoothie too, Carl. Somebody talked me into an organic protein powder to put in my smoothies. So I've been doing that also. Paul says he'll be hanging on the porch. My favorite place. Again, you're totally welcome. I sometimes think, what have I done this all for? To not have it to share with somebody. Stitch went and got her popsicle. Good for you. Falcon says being kind is the spice of life. I like that. Carl says beer only. Well, it's the weekend, so if that's what you want, you're a grown up. Lois says, hey everyone, smoothies at Cats for sure. It's orange. Ooh, sounds good. Watson says, I don't know. I'm almost 20 years past when I'm supposed to be. So who knows? I don't care too much. I'll never. um, Now I'm hungry. Agreed, Paul. Paul says, I'm so glad you're still here, Wasa, for what it's worth. And Wasa says, Carl, do you happen to know of a sweet Mary? We're from Dublin. Oh, gosh. Be careful, cat. I'm paying for everyone's beer on the train? Well, y'all better dine and duck because I'm broke, buddy. Is that what it's called? Dine and dash. Dine and duck. Who am I? Agreed. I like the fact that Wasa is still here. Me? Yeah, no. The phlegm just overtook me for a moment. Wasa says, thanks all. I'm glad too. Good thing I'm stubborn as a mule. I am allergic to Jack Falcon. Paul says, cancel the smoothies. Cat's buying us. No, she's not buying no beer. Stop it. No, just stop it. Carl, you're a bad influence. Lois says the pollen is out there. You're right. Hi, Chu. Good morning. Right. Stitch says I can't have beer, so I'll stick with the smoothie. You and me both, sister. Falcon says perhaps bathe him. What? It doesn't matter, Falcon. I've got a sick chicken underneath of me, and I've got Jack in my bed. I cannot win. I'm taking shots, though. My next shot comes next week, and I take it probably in 10 days. So, I get better and better every month. But, you see, I'd rather give myself shots than give them a bath. Oh my God. He actually has dry skin, so I'm not supposed to bathe him too much. But he does have an appointment. And that was pretty funny, Falcon. I was like, I didn't know how to take that for a second. No, it's okay. Oh, Paul says, and a shot of Jameson. You know, I don't think I've ever had it. But last night, for some reason, I was thinking of Brandy Alexander's. I was like, I really like those. Because it's like a dessert, right? That's what it is. I did wasa. I forgot yesterday, but there's olive oil in his food today, and I did it the day before yesterday. So I am trying it. Carl. Carl, I don't know what to think about that. You stunned me. Stunned me. Sid says, I will take shots of Welch's grape juice. Okay. Falcon says, it just seems so cruel to love something you are allergic to. Not fair at all. Boy, it's coming back to what I said the other day. The things you do because you love somebody or something. I prefer to say some weird somebody. Oh, spicy. Carl, I'm gonna need you to hose me off soon. I'm having a hot flash. You just can't. Carl, you are so funny. Says excellent. I'm excited to see if it works as well for you as it did for my ex who was allergic to her dog. Did she take, wait a minute, did your ex take the olive oil or did the dog? Carl says olive oil is for cooking. It is. Paul says bring Deb with you for the hose down cat. I don't think she'd make it. Wassa says I'll hook up the fire hose to the hydrant. Let's go. The dog did take it. Okay. I'm doing it right. Just checking. The thought of the picture is burning into my mind, Carl. Mine too. Mine too. I still am. Getting all choked up. The chat has gone off the rails. You are right, Paul. Wassa says wet cats are very undignified. Hmm. Okay. Ouch. We can put this up. Anyway, it's a sweatshirt we'll probably wear today. Okay. Paul is having chest pains from laughing. Listen, you relax there, sir. You don't need to hear this chest pain stuff. I'm hoping you just pulled a muscle. Carl says Cat will be running down the train tracks then with all the Pepsi. Wow. Yes, at least it's a Pepsi. Gotta take what you can get. Where did this remote come from? It doesn't belong in here. It doesn't work in here. Jack, where is the remote, dear? Oh, this is the living room remote. I'm very confused. Stitch says Sasha likes to eat cat food and dog treats. I remember having a dog that liked cat food too. Hmm. Lois says, wait, I thought we were eating apples and bananas. Isn't that a song? Carl, Wassa says Carl, and meanwhile, no one will try to stop her. Go ahead, take that grody, pet poopsie, they'll yell. I'm just not laughing anymore. Carl says, you'll never see me with Pepsi in my hand. I believe you. Paul said, two? I don't know. Stitch said, Lois, I said I'd like to eat apples and bananas. Did you say that? I just saw dog food and cat food and dog treats and Sasha and missing stuff, apparently. Where was Jack? I wonder. I do work I do work for Pepsi. Yes, Pepsi. Who is the food and beverage group? Is that a real thing? A real company? I mean, a real whatever. Who is the food and beverage group? Is that a real thing? I can only imagine, Paul. Yes, Stitch. Serious answer. What is it? Carl says he wouldn't be. Well, you're lost, buddy. That's all I can say, Carl Shell. You're lost. And you know what? I have not tried the coconut Dr. Pepper. I think I have seen. Oh, okay. Got you. Yep, nope. I'm directly Pepsi. When you were a camel girl. Carl says I'd be in my own room. Well, I have room for you, Carl. You could have your own room. We could be on the porch and you could hang out in the living room if you wanted. That way you could still hear us, but you wouldn't have to look at us. When you were a camel girl. Stitch, Dr. Pepper is its own entity, and sometimes Coke will distribute it, and sometimes Pepsi distributes it. Where I am at and where I work, Pepsi distributes Dr. Pepper. Wassa says, it feels like a grilled cheese with onions, pickles, and tomato soup night. Well, all except for the tomato soup. Lois, you have a daughter, right? Do you have any more kids? Or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, just say, you're wrong, Cat. Stitch says, okay, good. I didn't want to offend you. No. It's all good, Stitch. All in fun. Paul says we'd all come to your room. A daughter and a son. Which did you find easier? I like grilled cheese. It's tomato soup I was talking about. Son. And do you feel like you're closer to one now than you are the other? That's what I'm finding. Actually, it's weird. It kind of switches. It goes back and forth between the two about as far as who I'm in contact with and you know, closer to at the moment. Wassa says, I have no kids I know about. I know about. That's the key word right there. Carl says, I be with the two Tinas and a microphone, drinking Coca-Cola while pouring Dr. Pepper down the drain. Lois says, yes, definitely. Do they live close to you, Lois? Wassa says, Carl, you are on fire tonight and I'm dying. Well, hello, Lady Sky. I knew you'd be here. I feel like you've already been here today. Good to see you. 2 days till Mother's Day. 17 days till Memorial Day. Thank you for that, Lady Sky. Stitch, Iota is not my only daughter. Occasionally you'll see a comment from Winter. That's my oldest. But she doesn't hang out. Well, neither one of them really hang out on YouTube much. Lois says, hi, ladies. Everybody says, hello, Lady Sky. Lois says, so one is close and the other's not. Living close and the other's not, is what I'm guessing. Stitch says, oh. Paul says, Carl has a funny side. Nice. Carl's hilarious. Carl said, at least Ireland and the west of the world. Is that the rest of the world or the west of the world? Have different days. I'm confused. I'm good, Lady Sky. Wassa says she claims I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Billie Jean is not my lover. Carl says, oh, I read that. Lois says, shh, Paul, he doesn't want anybody to know how funny he is. I know. Different holidays, yes. Mother's Day. That's why Lady Sky likes to say in the USA, because Carl has corrected her before. So she's pretty specific now, huh, Carl? And Lady Sky and Jack. I'm glad you're doing all right, Lady Sky. Thank you for clearing that up. I understand now perfectly. What is it, buddy? Hi. I know your ear's not that dirty. Let me see. No, it was just a shadow. I thought so. Sweet boy. Okay. Carl says America is going to be pushed aside until Carl becomes president and gets rid of the time zones. I'm for it. Time zones or time changes? Time zones too, huh? I don't know, Stitch. I don't really think about that. What about you? Lois is all for it. Carl. What about you, Stitchy? Do you have a favorite hairstyle? Paul says warden first, then president. Carl is going to be busy. I was thinking supreme ruler of the world if he wants to change time zones. And everybody's got to have a dream. Stitch says 2 little braids in the front with the rest curly. Really? Interesting. What, Paul? I'm just saying. You've got to have more power than that to change the time zones. Stitch says it only takes me like 2 minutes. Nice. Do you know, Stitch, when I was your age, Cyndi Lauper was like one of my favorite singers. And she had her hair shaved. She had red hair, she had pink hair, she had rainbow hair. But she had shaved one of the sides of her head, so that was my big thing. I shaved my head. Carl, you're hurting my feelings. You tried to put me in a tent for 6 months. Lois's supreme ruler sounds good. Stitch says if I'm rushing, it's no problem. Quick, easy, and cute. Sounds like it. Not my hair? Not your hair. Paul says money changes everything. I believe it does. I don't know if it's always for the best, though. Wassa said, I had this shaved on the side, shoulder length on top. Haircut for too many years. Lois says she likes roughing it. Paul says, money changes everything. Is that a lot? Not my favorite. The Lauper song. Got you. I didn't catch on at first. Wassa says women dug it. I'm gonna let you have your dream. I was gonna have a comeback for you, but I was like, why would I do that to poor Wassa? I like him too much. He said I look like a lion girl. Don't do that again. Yes, that. All right. Carl says the tent wouldn't be waterproof except for in the winter. Well, Carl, just know I would treat you much better if you came to visit. I would never throw you in a tent. Oh, did I see a jacket over there? I can't decide. Am I warm? Am I cold? Let's It's not a jacket. Where is your jacket? Stitches, when I meet new people, I say, I bite back, so watch out. You warn them ahead of time, huh? Wow. Paul says, I can feel the love. Wassa says, that's my line. Please don't ever do that again. Okay, gotcha. The tent would have a vending machine for food. Wow. Stitch said, have to say, or have to, so they know I'm not scared to do it. And my brother has scars as proof. Wow. Not really, his scars are from his cat. Lois says, I guess I will have to start saving my change, Carl. Oh, Carl says it only takes a card. Carl. Stitch says his cat is feisty. He still just has the one, right? That cat's been through a lot. It's allowed to be feisty. Oh, we're no longer family, huh? Paul's like, y'all are in y'all are in trouble. Wow. Nice to know you're gonna be there in the tough times, Paul. He's like, I'm not a part of this. Classic deflection there. Oh, Paul says, I will definitely be there. Helping Paul. Oh, that's right. You're Carl's assistant. I forgot. Lois says, oh no, Paul, you're coming along for the ride. Lady Sky says, how are you, Wassa? Paul says, yes, Lois. And Lady Sky says, how are you, Lois? How are the holes in my shoes? Embarrassing, that's how they are. I don't care that somebody else puts duct tape on his sneakers. Carl, I'm over you. Carl's gonna be making us sleep on planks of wood. Man. Not this girl, but you know what? It wouldn't matter. I could still sleep. Splinters in your butt. That's right. All right. You have any plans for today, Lady Sky? No? It says, can I hang upside down from my ceiling like Spider-Man? Yes. Go ahead. Have a blast. Paul says, go for it. This is yay. I'm Spider Woman. I like spiders. I was just thinking about you, Falcon. James Brown, number one. Hello, James. Hi, Jamie. How are you? I see your talks all the time. You look like you're doing really good, Jamie. Did I say that Lois said make a spidey web? Paul says surf the web. Is that your plans today? Sis says, I mean, Cat and Yogi say I'm special, so I'm Spider Woman. When you see Yogi later, I'm going to tell him I'm Spider Woman. If I could remember, I would tell you something good to tell him, but I can't remember now. I completely forgot. But if I think of it again, I'll give it to you, Stitch. Everybody's saying hello to James. It's so weird calling you James. Stitch says, I'm also going to tell him I'm a booger because that's what we joke about. It is. I know. Wassa says to Lady Sky, I'm hanging in, and you? Jamie says, hi, Carl Shell. Okay, one contact in, one not. So let's go. Carl says, hey, Jenny. Did I miss Jenny? Hey, Jenny. Hi, two Tinas and a microphone. And Imro. You never told me who Imro is, Carl. I have so many questions. Who is Imro? Face guy says, oh, nice, Wassa. I'm doing all right. Did you say you have any plans today, Lady Sky? Sissy Sasha is Spider Dog. Just relaxing. Nice. Good for you. Clear your throat, Cat. Hang on. Okay, Carl, the Irish Music Rights Organization. Okay. Why would they talk to you two? Because I wrote a song about you and two Tinas and a microphone? Is that what you were saying? Paul says, I love the artistry of spider's webs. I agree. Bye, Stitchy. Sweet dreams. And I love you. Lois agrees. She says they are beautiful, Paul. You photograph them a lot. I didn't know that. Carl says, I don't see a troll. Well, they're among us all the time, Carl. You know that. Two what? And a microphone? Two Tinas. That's the name of my new Carl song is Two Tinas and a Microphone. Falcon says, jolly good. And Lois says, love pictures like that, especially when they had dew on them. Paul says, I took a nice short of yesterday's sunrise. Did you post it? Did I miss it? Oh, shot. Got you. Lady Sky says, I love everyone that is here too, Falcon. We love you too, Lady Sky. You'll post it now? Okay, Paul. Wassa says, it should be two mod Tinas and a microphone. That sounds closer to two turntables. Well, it is what it is. Jack, spit that part out. Don't eat that. Blech, blech, blech. Get that part. Spit the icky part out. Aren't you going to eat it just to... Ooh, fine. If you have a bellyache, it's on you. All right? I'm not going to feel bad for you. Because I told... because I told you not to do it. And you did it anyways, just to spite me. I know what you did. He does say that, Wasa. Two turntables and a microphone. Who was that? Not Beck. Where is that? Oh, maybe it was Beck. Dun, 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 dun. Where is that? Lois says, love you too, Lady Sky. Maybe it is Beck. Falcon. Wassa says yes, Beck. See, you already don't feel good, huh? Hey, are you all right? Don't you get snotty with me. I see you. Uh-huh. I told you not to do it. You are correct, Falcon. He's rolling his eyes because he ate that and doesn't feel good already. Let's do something different. Yep. Carl says, Jack, send Mom the bill. She always gets the bill for Jack. Jack needs to go back to work. You right, Lois? He's like, yes, I ate it. Not sure how I feel about that. It was my fault. Of course, I'm going to feel guilty. Does Jack have a job board like Wassa? No. There's only one job, and YouTube laid him off for 3 months. Wassa says he has much disdain for the phone. It's obvious. You're right. It's also the fact that the TV's on and his picture's up there, and he definitely dislikes that. I find it so interesting that he's so aware because other dogs up there, he enjoys watching. He barks at them and, he gets involved. But when he sees himself up there, somehow he knows it's him. Carl says, Aer Lingus are going to Nashville again today. Are you on board, Carl? Says Paul. Are you coming to Nashville, Carl? Yep. Yep, now he sees himself. Carl says Tina's daughter is. Really, Carl? Okay, contacts have made contact. What is she doing in Nashville, Carl? Both you guys said nice at the same time. Falcon says, I like how he gives the side eye. He's a master. Wassa says, I'm just keeping my mouth shut about. I don't know what you're talking about. Really? Huh. Wassa says, sure you don't. There's a wealth of material waiting there. I thought it was a joke at first. I did not know that was the name of the airline. My wish for you. Lois says, I shouldn't say this, but I like Jack's white goatee. I know. Oh, I know. I see it. Paul says it does look good. I think it's very ironic that I never wanted a dog who got the white face because it was just an instant reminder. And I ended up with a dog that has one of the worst white faces, or most characteristic, most white face with character. I don't know how to, it's pretty profound. I guess you're allowed to change your mind, as Yogi always says. Carl says, I have 10 managing moderators to time Wassa out now. I know you don't mean that because you're always kind to Wassa when he comes and hangs out with you. Funny, Lois. Poor Wassa. He's always in trouble. Now that he doesn't deserve it, I'm kidding. But, you know. Well, that's because it's usually in our private conversations when I complain about how people say one thing and then turn around and do another thing. He says, people are allowed to change their mind. Right? He doesn't even have to work at being in trouble. Why is my hair all wet? What is this? Oh no. Carl says, myself and Yogi haven't spoken for 4 weeks. Well, by your choice, I'm sure, Carl. Hi, Bubba. Wassa says, like, I'm gonna give, darn it. Disappeared off my TV. And my laptop closed out. Stop it. Excuse me. Wassa says, like, I'm gonna give you $1 million, Cat, on second thought. Meh. Change their minds? No. I'm just saying that he says it to me usually when I'm complaining about something or somebody. Like you, Wassa, I'm always complaining about you. What was sad? What happened? Oh, it's his choice. I don't agree with you, Carl. But maybe Wassa says yes, I knew it. Right? Yep, it's all about you. And when I was complaining about you, but I will say, Carl, maybe it's best if you don't contact him if you're not going to be nice. Sometimes people just are not always the nicest. But Carl, I will say again, anytime you want to reach out to Yogi, he would love to hear from you. He never changes his mind about that. Wassa says, I almost always turn out to be correct. It's amazing. Okie dokie. Where's Brendan? Ouch. I feel like I imagine Basil being here. Paul says, I think Carl is a very nice person regardless of what me. Yes, well, you hung out with him on his live streams. You know he's very nice. Wassa says, Carl, we'd love to see you back hanging with us at Yogi's. That would be great to see. I agree. You're always welcome, Carl. I just want you to make sure you know that. Lois agrees. Everybody agrees. Carl says it won't happen, Wassa. Or not. It's fine. Whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, Carl. Ooh. Paul says, I think everyone on here is amazing and wonderful in their own way. I agree with you, Paul. Aw, and I love you all. I love you too, Paul. And I'm really glad you're here, Paul. Carl says that yogis' lives clash with the plain community. Lois says a night at Cat&Jack's with Carl is always sweet. Aw. And Lois says, love you too, Paul. And Paul says, I truly mean it. I totally get it because I truly feel the same way about each and every one of you. So I get it and believe you. Zombie dog. What time is it? Oh, look at me go. My first store is right down the road, so I'm not in a big hurry this morning, which is nice. Oh gosh. Oh god, I thought I accidentally clocked in. Oopsie. Carl says Allie and the two Tinas are in the plane community. Are they, Carl? I only know the one dub one. Oh, wait a minute. Where did Rosie go? Rosie was here too. I'm just guessing that everybody came in and kind of went off, go back to sleep, went on to live their lives. Hi, are you going to eat before I go to work? No. All right, your choice. Just like Carl, just your choice. Okay. Carl says if I go to the airport today, I might go live. Okay, so everybody, Carl might go live today. Keep an eye out, Carl. I will be working, but bathroom breaks. I'll check for you. Where is Rosie, Lady Sky, Daniel, Mr. Possessive? But people have other lives, so it's all gravy. Lois says that would be cool, Carl. Well, Rosie was here. Daniel was here. We saw Lady Sky and Lady Sky. Yes, and Lady Sky was here. And Lady Sky was here. That's right. Daniel said he'd be back. Daniel's playing PlayStation with his friends, having a good old time. And Mom's not home, so he has freedom to walk around the house in the way he most comfortably knows. Carl says you could have a train ride tomorrow. All right, you're going to have a busy weekend, I hope, Carl. Cool. I like when you're at the train station. I think it's pretty cool. Paul says thumbs up. Keep an eye out for you, Carl. Lois says she liked the trains too. And Mossy says, oh wow, I just had a revelation. Apparently I'm a bit slow on the uptake. Don't mind me. Yeah. Do you ever see that? Is that a Canadian cartoon? Tommy Two Tone? Who repeats everything? Lois says, just take your time, Wassa. It'll be okay. Carl says, I'll be in a different train station. Wassa says, no, I never seen it. It's all right, Wassa. Everything's going to be okay. You just take your time. Jack, you are the cutest dog ever. Sorry, I was looking at a video. Paul said he was going to post something, and I just now made my way over. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful, Paul. Wow, that's your best yet. That's amazing. Yeah, if you get a chance to get over to Paul's channel and look at his sunset or sunrise from yesterday, it's so, so beautiful. Carl says it's coffee time and medication time. Well, it's the best one I've seen from you. You only know all the stuff that you've done. Wasa says that is incredible. It is. Whew. Lois says water to take meds with Carl. Water. I don't think Carl did drink water. Carl says I just subbed to Paul. I'm glad, Carl, because Paul's been hanging out in your live streams and good. I'm glad you subbed up to Carl. Did you see that beautiful sunrise? That is what Paul gets out for every morning that he can. There are certain stores that I'm in the mornings that have the best sunrises. Lois says that is beautiful, Paul. Paul, that's not true at all. Ugh. I don't know anybody that matches you in the things that you do. Your pics are amazing. Your art is. There are no words for your art. It is just wow. That's it. Wow. You stun me. Wassa says, where? Where is that, Paul? Well, Carl says they have hard water there. It's called Mosquito Lake in Ohio. I think those are just rocks, but definitely leaves a lot to the imagination. Second largest inland lake in Ohio. And Wassa says it's interesting. Yeah. About 7,800 acres. Wow. Bumblebee tea. Oh, don't forget your gas today. Last week I left the house without any money and low on gas. Okay, this will work. We're only bringing this one so I can make a payment on it. That's what the big square, like rock looking things are. Old pavement. Interesting. Carl says, I swam in Lake Michigan. Lois says, that's a cold swim. And Wassa says, you did, Carl? When did you do that? Here we go again. Wassa says, oh, an old boat ramp or something, probably. It's still very dreamy. Even in the summer, it's cold. Wow, Paul says there used to be a highway across the valley. They flooded the entire region to make it a water supply for the county. Interesting. We have those old towns that are flooded that still have some graves. I know they tried to get all the graves before they flooded, but I hear there's still some graves that are under there and just entire towns. There it is. Okay. Carl says, and if I'd known A-Frame at the time, I'd have met her. When was that, Carl? When did you do that? Wassa says, super interesting. Paul says, spent endless years on the lake with Dad. Nice. And Lois says, where is A-Frame from, Carl? Is she in Michigan? I don't know. I'm always wrong. Paul says, I went there looking for him after he passed. Aw. Oh, but he's with you wherever you are. Carl says 3 years ago I was in Chicago. Okay. Was is asking Paul about the fish in that lake. What are the main fish in there? Carl says she's in Illinois. Okay. That makes sense. That's why you would have met her. And Lois says, oh, I'm in Wisconsin. And Paul says, all of the above. They have a lot of tournaments there. And Wassa says, trout, if it's truly cold, I expect. Paul says, northern pike and crappie as well. Hi, Grumpy Sapper. Good morning. Look at me running late this morning. 5:03. How are you, Grumpy Sapper? Good to see you. Paul says walleye is what we fished for. And Carl says trout and salmon are caught in Ireland. Man, I'm stuffy. Stuffaluppagus. Wassa says, okay, I wish I'd become a pro fisherman. I easily could have. Did I mention guiding? I only got paid a handful of times, but it definitely belongs on the list. We might have to do it tomorrow, but I'm going to do it really sloppy so I don't forget, and then we'll rewrite it. Okay, guide. All right, got it. We'll touch up the board tomorrow. Oh, Paul says my cousin was neat. Carl says I might have a rainbow trout today. If I had my druthers, I'd pick a brown. They taste better to me, a little less fishy. Wassa says fishing and duck hunting. Wow. Grumpy Sapper says one of my favorite memories as a child was building sandcastles with my granddad. Oh no, no. No, Grumpy Sapper. No. All right, and with that, I'm going to work, dang it. All right, guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you have the best day possible. That's it. Bye, guys.